We're learning more today about the deadly Astroworld Festival in Houston over the weekend. Police have launched a criminal investigation into the stampede that killed 8 and injured at least 25. Several people have filed lawsuits against headliner Travis Scott as well as Live Nation. Houston's police chief says he met with Scott before the show and expressed his concerns about safety. Meanwhile, we now know the identities of all 8 people killed, the youngest just 14 years old. And one of the victims grew up in our state and was a student at Western Washington University. Fox 13's Jennifer Lee has the latest on him, as well as some heartbreaking words, Jen, from his parents.
Yeah, Oleana and David, today his father told everyone that Axel Acosta was an excellent son. He was the oldest out of all of his cousins, responsible, and took care of all of them. Acosta was studying at Western Washington University and had dreams of becoming an engineer or computer programmer to provide for his family. Today, his dad, Edgar Acosta, says his son attended concerts and events like this before, so it wasn't a new experience. But the family knew something was off when they couldn't get in touch with Axel. They would eventually find the 21-year-old's cell phone at Lost and Found and learned that he didn't return to his hotel room Friday night. Law enforcement and hospital officials didn't have him on their list initially, but the family later learned that Axel was one of the 8 victims killed at the Astroworld Festival. The family's lawyer says Acosta died due to the crowd rush that created significant pressure on his body that he couldn't breathe.
We're trying to make things change in this type of events because today is me. I lost my son. It could be you. It could be you. When you send your kid to have some fun.
The air was literally slowly squeezed out of him, sending his heart into cardiac arrest. When he collapsed, concert goers trying to escape their own suffocation caused by the crowd rush trampled over his body like a piece of trash.
Western Washington University released a statement today that says, quote, "We join with Axel's family in grieving the loss of someone with such a bright future and so much life to live ahead of him, taken far too soon." More than a dozen lawsuits have been filed against the rapper Travis Scott, Live Nation, and other groups on behalf of concert goers. The lawyer for Axel's family says they'll also be filing a lawsuit very soon.